Hi, I'm Stephan Franck. I'm the director of Smurfs, The Legend of SMURFY HOLLOw. And I'm here to talk to you about a career in the arts, in animation, in technology, and all that stuff. For me, I grew up in France, and I grew up reading comic books and seeing animation and movies and falling in love with all of it, and really decided very early on that that's what I wanted to do with my life. I've been doing animation since I was something like 7 years old, and by the time I was 13, I saw the movie Heavy Metal, and I decided, you know what, that's what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. Today, and back then there wasn't much of an industry. Animation was very small. Special effects really were very, not the industry that they are today. There was no computer, none of that stuff. So it was really a leap of faith based on the passion for story. And I think one element that is crucial is to understand that what we really do is telling stories. Yes, we have cool toys, to do that, but really it's the story. If you don't have a story to tell, then nothing matters. And story is about two things. It's about imagination, and you want to keep things entertaining, and imagination really in terms of inventing worlds and situations that make people dream and take them out of their lives and transports them somewhere else. But at the same time, about the truth, and about honesty, and about really saying something relevant about what it is that to be human, which we all are, hopefully, and so and those two elements combine in what makes a story interesting, which is again the imagination of transporting the audience somewhere that they've never been before, but to tell them something true about themselves and yourself and all of us. And so the technology, the art forms, the artistry, the skills, all that stuff is in the service of that. The thing that really has changed since I was a kid was, of course, the technology has made everything accessible. Like on your iPhone, you have, you could get, you have a camera, you have editing softwares, you have recording softwares. Your iPhone or any smartphone has more filmmaking capabilities that like $1 million suite had when I started my career. I mean, literally, you would need to pay $1 million to get the equipment that wouldn't do what your iPhone does even as well. So we all have that now. We all have this $1 million filmmaking capability in our pocket. The question is, what are you going to do with it? And I think these days where, yes, technology is ubiquitous, available, cheap, really it becomes about what you have to say and your drive and your willingness to do something with it and not ask permission. Because, the truth is also that as the industry is getting bigger, everything's getting more expensive, which is, I know it's a little bit ironic since I just said that technology made everything cheaper, but also we're just doing more of it. So for all those reasons, there's a lot at stake in projects. So I think the constant in the world is that the studios, the companies, nobody wants to take big risks. And so that's your way in. You as the newcomer, the new person, you take the risks and you show them what could be done that they didn't think of or didn't dare trying just because the stakes are too high for them, but you can do it. You can make the movie with your cell phone that they could make in a weird way, and that is what gets you in. So more than ever, I think the thing that I learned in my career in the arts and business of animation and films and comics now is that you can't ask for permission for anything. You have to do it. You have to be a self-starting person. And of course, motivation is one thing, but you have to be self-motivated. You start the project yourself, you do it yourself. And this is what's going to separate people who actually do things from the people who just wish they did them, you know, which is the big difference is they actually did something. And now the technology is there, so go for it.